We have an update on the fate of the remaining whales at Marineland in Ontario. Federal Fisheries Minister Joanne Thompson has provided conditional approval for the export of Marineland's 30 beluga whales to the U.S. In a statement posted on social media, Thompson says she met with Marineland today and will issue final permits once the theme park provides further information. The move comes after Marineland presented what it called an urgent rescue solution to the federal government last week to keep the whales alive. And with me now is Erin Ryan with World Animal Protection. Thanks for being with us today, Erin.
Thank you for having me.
What do you make of this plan to move the whales to what we understand are 4 different aquariums in the States?
It's a complicated situation, and ultimately the best case scenario was always going to involve a number of different facilities, just based on the sheer volume of animals that Marineland was allowed to amass. I think it's a good sign that the minister has been carefully reviewing this application, because something like this is complicated. It needs independent expert review, including veterinary assessments, to ensure that the whales are fit for the transport. But it's going to be a moving pieces, and I hope that we'll continue to see this careful, thorough review and increased transparency to help make sure the best outcome for the whales.
Do you know how they will transport 30 beluga whales?
I believe that's one of the conditions the minister's waiting for, is that we know you can't move 30 belugas in a day. It's going to be a months-long process of preparing and training and submitting that transportation plan.
But do you know what that even looks like? Do they fly them? Is there a water bath that they're put in? What does that even look like?
It depends. I mean, aquariums all over the world move animals all the time, so there are precedents for this type of thing. It could be by cargo plane, depending on the locations. It could be by land via truck, but it's up to the facilities, and we hope that the minister's carefully considering whether or not the animals individually are going to be fit for each of their individual transportation journeys.
Do you know anything about the 4 aquariums in the States and whether this is a suitable environment for these belugas?
I can't speak to the individual facility, but we're hoping that with this conditional approval, that the minister is really looking to make sure that these facilities are following the best available standards at this time. And I would also hope to see a commitment from those facilities to uphold Canada's legislation in not using these animals for breeding or for performances and entertainment. We really hope to see this as the last generation of animals to suffer in captivity.
There was also mention previously of dolphins. It was a handful of them who also needed a new home. Do you know what's going to happen to them?
I'm not sure whether or not that's been included in the permit, but similar to these other institutions, we would hope to see the same standards of care, the same consideration given to their individual needs and welfare.
And for a long time, there was talk of a sanctuary off the coast of Nova Scotia that would be, in the eyes of some, the most suitable home for these whales and potentially for the dolphins as well. Any disappointment that that's not actually taking place, or is this just as good an option?
The reality is the sanctuary was never going to be able to accommodate all animals. So it really does mean the collaboration of a number of different facilities. And what World Animal Protection has seen around the world is that whale sanctuaries are still desperately needed. And we hope that the provincial and federal governments can come together and still help forward some of those solutions for other animals all over the world.
Erin Ryan from the World Animal Protection Canada, we appreciate your time.
Thank you.